Where did you say you were from again, Manor?
Sweden.
Germany?
Sweden.
Sweden. Hmm. Oh yeah, it was okay. So then there was another guy from Finland, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
And nowadays they actually know what Sweden is in America, but before everybody thought it was Switzerland.
Switzerland. Well,
Yeah.
I know that Switzerland and Sweden are two different things.
Yeah.
Sweden is way up north, and Switzerland is surrounded by mountains.
Yeah.
Okay, mirror service number 54.
Wow. That's some crazy stuff.
I've made about 20 mirrors this league on services. But the real value, and this is where most people fuck up when they think about this, or maybe not fuck up, but it depends on how you view the game, right? Like someone like Quiddy, who's an incredible crafter, understands the economy crazy. He only likes to play for the first like 2 weeks of the league. So for him, if you ask him, the only thing that's ever worthwhile to craft for mirror service is a Fizbo, because that'll immediately get you your money back and then some, and then you get dump it, right? Whereas I look at the long term value of something, right? Like an Ellie bow, for example, that I crafted. That cost me 1,100 divines to craft week one, and I've done 22 services on it at 125 divs each. So probably about 10 mirrors I've made on. Because keep in mind mirrors early on are like 150 divines, right? So I probably made 10 mirrors or so on fees, but the bow itself now, especially because they removed +1 arrows, is going to be worth like 50 plus mirrors. Now, to someone who looks at the game through the lens that Quiddy does, where you're only playing for 2 weeks of each temp league, that's completely meaningless, right? Whereas someone like me, where I've got like the guild and the collection I have on standard and all that stuff, to me that's like a no brainer. And then if you look at all the other items I've mirror crafted, most of them are rings, right? Now a lot of that has to do with discharge, but of the 11 mirror items I've crafted, six or seven of them have been rings. Um, and the explicits on the ring, I can actually like 61 craft a ring in about 30 minutes for under 100 divines. And yet on some of these I've spent like 12 mirrors rolling the implicits. Um, but the most amount of copies I've had. So let's see, the power frenzy charge ring's been copied 7 times. The bow's been copied 23 times. The discharge weapon has been copied 0 times. The Omni Ellie weakness ring has been copied twice. The quiver's been copied 12 times. The belt twice. Power charge onslaught T1 crit multi 5 times. Life dex int 4 times. Yeah, and so each one of those that amount of copies is not going to pay for the cost of the ring, right? But at the same time, I sold the belt for 5 mirrors. I sold the Omni ring with life for 5 mirrors, and the onslaught dex int one I sold for the base that ended up. I sold for the frenzy and power charge base, which is now worth like fucking 30 mirrors, right? So if you only look at it through the lens of the services you can do, I think that's a mistake, because the original item itself is what actually holds the most value, right?
Yeah.
The uh the services are kind of just like a dividend on a stock, right? Like if you invest into a stock, like a bank stock or something like that pays a dividend, your primary holding in that stock is not the fucking dividend that you're getting every year. It's the underlying asset itself, right?
Yeah.
What's going on, starter? Hey, can you guys say something? I want to see if you're picking up on Discord or on a stream.
Testing, testing,
Can you guys hear? Can you guys hear the people on Discord?
testing. 1, 2. Hello, YouTube.
Do you know for the first like 6 months I started streaming, there was a a porn site that I would used to go to that would always occupy the Y every time I typed that. So every time I had to go to YouTube, I had to hide my screen. The porn site's name would pop up. It's like the Path of Exile starts with a P. Like ain't nobody's P going to pathofexile.com first. Thank God we ain't using my mobile device. Jesus Christ. What else? Oh, you can hear them? Okay, cool. All right, so we've made 75 divines already with absolutely no effort. Dude, it's crazy. Like there was, I don't know if any of you guys from stream or you guys in Discord here, if you've been watching what I've been doing for the last like 2 weeks, I would maybe sell like 4 things a day, and in the past 2 days, I've sold 1,200 divines worth of shit. Like yesterday alone, I did 1,100 divines in 2 hours. Not to mention, I also have how much are vultures right now? 5 divines each. I have 3, 7 times 24, 168, 500. I have 900 divines worth of. So I have 2 mirrors worth of vultures. Which would be, if anyone ever sold vultures right now, it'd be the dumbest shit ever. Like next league, tomorrow the fucking leagues merge and the vultures are literally double the price on standard, and they'll sell instantly. It's not like one of those like abstract things where it's gonna be difficult to move them. What I should actually start buying though are chimerals, because you can't target farm those, so they bottleneck once people. And I imagine one of the I think if anyone is playing in between the leagues, it's gonna be people that are trying to craft things that are going obsolete, right? I think at least. My regular beast supplier got fucking banned, so it's not good. What would a mirror to your Frostbane's Claw look like? Jesus Christ. Might as well ask me what a fucking $1 million Honda Civic looks like. I don't know. I don't know. I've never played Frostblades. Oh no. Shit. There are some of these that are not Vivid Vultures. Uh-oh. Oh no. I almost this color. Okay, wait, I don't have exactly. 4 of them were not Vivid Vultures, so that's minus 25 divines from my previous estimate. Like that analogy? And I'm leaving on that midnight train to Georgia. Okay, Brambleback. Brambleback ribs. So right now, guys, I'm just trying to fill up the group to keep farming. As you can see here, the past couple of days, I've been farming 5-way farming Einhar memories to collect data, as well to collect Vivid Vultures for myself so I can do some intra-league crafting. Right now, I've earned 60 memories. With each memory, every person in the party has been someone that I know. So just to make sure that there's valid, like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't want to pick random people out of global chat because they're going to misreport or they're going to lie about what they're getting because whatever. So it's all people that I trust. So I've got the data entry for 300 memories so far, because each person, obviously 60 memories, 5 people each one, and each memory being 3 maps. So that's 900 maps of data I've collected in the past 2 days. As well, about halfway through, I started collecting vulture data, and then the last 10 or so, I've been collecting the distribution of vultures. So how many I get versus how many the party gets, if there's any relationship there. And then we also, what the purpose of this is that I'll make this public, like all this stuff I collect. And for future leagues, all you're going to have to do is enter the price of divines, right, in chaos, and then you have to enter the price of all of the beasts, so each one of these beasts, and then it's going to take what the inevitable data is here in terms of averages, which is calculated here. This is the average price of beast. This is the average price of the average memory return right here, the average drops per memory for a party member, and then it'll multiply that by that to tell you how much the average return is per memory. And then you can enter the speed in which you do them, and it'll tell you your hourly return rate, which is, I think, a pretty cool tool. because the only people that do this right now, for the most part, are bots or multi-boxers or people that are MT. So I know that there's no public database for this, but I think it's something that a lot of people want to know about. So right now I'm waiting to try and find some. I've got like 2 people who said they want to go. Right now I need 6 people, so 5 people plus myself. So I'm just in the meantime, you can see here I've got multiple tabs of beasts ready. I am just rolling awakened gems that I'm buying like for 10 chaos, using vivid watchers to roll them into a reasonably good one, hopefully a really good one, but stopping if it's reasonably good, using the bramblebacks to level them to 5, and then corrupting them because those are sell for 6 divines each.
Yesterday there was a lot of level 5 shitty ones for 15 chaos.
Oh really?
Yeah. Non-corrupted. So I bought all mine. I bought already level 5.
Oh, that's smart. I have like hundreds of bramblebacks, so it's not that big of a deal. But
Yeah.
bramblebacks are best used. Like the more expensive a gem is, the higher the disparity will be between level 1 and level 5, or like for example, or even level 4. Awakened exceptional gems. The difference between like a level 1 and a level 4 is usually multiple divines, even though they use the same mechanism, right? Like you can buy a level 4 awakened enhance for like, let's say early on in the league, it's like 18 divines, but a level 1 will be like 15 divines. But the only thing it costs you is like 3 bramblebacks, which are like 20 chaos. Easy money. But another one that I noticed that always seems to have a big disparity between it is the awakened increased area of effect. Because you have ones like awakened GMP where you have like a 3 divine spread, but awakened GMP is like 30 divines, right? So you're spending 30 divines to make 3. Whereas with awakened AoE, you can spend 1 divine and then a level 2 or a level 1 for a level 1/1, and then a level 5 will be like 2 divines, right? So, or 3 divines. So you're making a divine and a half or whatever. But you're only having to put up a divine and a half, so it's 100% instead of 10%. Do you have any awakened gems on you? Because I'm having trouble buying here. It doesn't need to be level 5, but
I think I ran out of everybody last night.
okay. Yeah. By the way, anyone on YouTube, if you'd like to join, anyone's welcome as long as they understand the rules of what's going on. We can get yelled at frequently. It's funny though, because I know it bothered some people at first, and then once they get into the rhythm, they're like, okay, I see why. I see why you're insistent. Makes a big difference. When somebody goes from making like 8 divines an hour to like 30 simply by listening to what I'm saying. The reporting and speed, they're like, okay, fair. Ew.
Well, sometimes you need to be prepared to get yelled at, so.
Yeah. Well, I do it out of love too. It's not like I ever. If I ever cross the line with someone, I'll message them privately and say I'll apologize or whatever. But for the most part, I think people know just because I'm passionate about the game, not because I distinctly dislike them as a person. It's funny because the guys of you that have played with me like several times, when I go on like those, like, oh my fucking god, are you goddamn retarded? All of you, instead of being quiet now, just start laughing. At first, I could tell you guys like, oh my god, he's really mad at us, and now all of you are like, all right, give him 30 seconds and he'll beat her out. 20, yeah. 30, okay, he's good. You good, Belton? Yep, all right, let's go.
If it's really bad, it's 1 minute.
Yeah. But that's why I like being like a dude instead of like, not. I'm not saying all women are like this, but like I remember back in the day, people don't fight as much anymore because I think of like cell phones being able to record shit. But I remember when I was in university, like you had a problem with somebody at a bar or something like that, you like look at each other, like kind of like make like a nod and like you throw hands, right? And I remember like countless occasions where I'd fought people I knew or I was buddy with, like fist fight, and like the next time I saw them, we'd like shake up our hands and be like, "Yo, we good? We're good," and that's it, right? And I dated this girl for 5.5 years, and she was like super sweet, great girl, but like anytime she avoided confrontation. So she'd be hanging with these girls, be all nice, and I'd go home and she'd be like, "Oh my god, that girl's such a bitch." I'm like, oh, why don't you address it with her? No, James, it's not how it works. I was like, what the fuck? And then for like the next 3.5 years, this person would be like on her slighted list because she didn't like compliment her dress or something, or she'd be like, oh, I saw you wear that last week, right? I was like, this is the most petty shit ever. So I appreciate that. Dudes for the most part can be like, fuck you, and then be like, all right, we're good. I don't know if that's just a Western woman thing, but I feel like it's kind of universal. What are we doing? Leveling gems by a beast. This is not what I'm doing as like a grand at the moment. That is what I'm doing, but that's not the intention on a larger scale. This is just something I'm doing to pass the time while I wait to get a group together to do the Harvest Beast. Anyone that wants to join for Harvest Beast, I'm paying for the infinitely. It's completely free to join. The only thing you have to do is give me the vultures, and then there's like a little. We have like a. Oh, on that midnight train to Georgia. I remember one of the funniest fight stories I ever had in high school was this girl. You didn't know me that well, but I was like one of the kind of popular guys in high school after I lost a lot of weight. And so I went to a boarding school, and this girl who went to like a nearby all girls. I don't know if it was a Catholic school or a private school or some shit like that, but it was an all girls school. They're not around dudes all the time. Anyway, so she invited me to go to her prom, and the night before, I got into a fight with an offensive lineman in our football team, and he had broken my nose. Like I've been to the hospital overnight, and I showed up to this chick's prom with the nose on the side of my face. It was like the size of a fucking. It looked like a baby holding an apple in their hand. I had like all this shit around it, and then I was just in a suit. And I was like, "What's up?" She's like, "What's wrong with you?" And started crying for like fucking 2 hours. She's like, "All my prom photos." It's good. Good. Also shows how conceited I was in high school that I thought I could beat up a 6'4", 330-pound guy. Level. Nope. We want Watcher. How many of these do I have? 11 left. There's really like four top tier ones you're kind of going for here, which are Awakened GMP, Awakened Multi Strike, Awakened Spell Echo, and Awakened Spell Cascade. Those are the big ticket guys. There's a couple that are like sort of mid tier, like Chain, Fork, Awakened AoE, Unleash. Those are more in like the 2 to 5 divine kind of range. Then there's ones that are like tier 3 that are like 150, 200 chaos each. This is at level 1. All these values I'm citing, which would be like weapon elemental damage, void manipulation, elemental focus, and unbound elements, and then the vast majority of them are like 10 or 20 C, which are basically worthless. You need to mess around with Einhar more. I was thinking about releasing as a video guide the many ways to craft with Einhar, like starting from early levels to end game levels. Because I think Einhar is probably where I made like the bulk of my money this league, and I think it's probably partially through the inconvenience of it because it is a terrible UI, and it's very counterintuitive. And so because of that, I think people just avoid it. But it's also like I think it's the most misunderstood. Like I cannot tell you the amount of times I've been doing something with Einhar where people come in and they've played for like 8 years. They're like, "Oh, I didn't even know he could do that." And like for something like Harvest, people are pretty aware of what the Harvest crafts are. They just choose not to do them. But with Einhar, I feel like half the time it's shit people don't even like. They don't even know it exists. Oh fuck! I thought that was. Oh. I would love to see that. Yeah, I'll release it after it stops being useful to me at the beginning of next week. That's kind of what I plan on doing at the beginning. I'm just joking. I'll see if I have time. These past, like, I put out a couple of videos earlier in the week, and then there's a couple of things I wanted to get done before the end of the league, like getting 40 out of 40, which I've done. And now I want to stock up on as many of the pieces I can so I can. Because I have. So somebody, I'll show you guys this. Somebody, Quiddy, was mentioning, he's like, man, charge rings are going to be so expensive now because of some of the changes that are upcoming. Full gimp mode. Cyberbullying, sir. But I took a photo of all the charge rings that I have. So let's see if you guys can see these. Okay, Frenzy Power, Spell Damage, Crit Multi T1, Power Charge, Onslaught, Power Charge, Determination, Aura Effect, Onslaught, Dex, Power Charge, Spell Damage, Power Charge, Cast Speed, Frenzy, Power Charge, Strength, Cold Damage, Power Charge with Power Charge, Sentinel on it, and T1 Attack Speed, T1 Multi, T1 Life. Power Charge, Endurance Charge, Frenzy Charge, Power Charge, Spell Damage for Power Charge, Frenzy Power Charge, 81 Life, Endurance Charge, Frenzy Charge, Power Charge, Minimum Frenzy Charge, Minimum Power Charge. That one's kind of cool. This one is Endurance Charge, Frenzy Charge, Power Charge, Frenzy Charge, T1 Attack Speed, T1 Life, T1 Chaos, Frenzy Charge, Cold Damage per Frenzy. So this is 6 T1 with 2 Frenzy Charges and Cold Damage per Frenzy Charge, T1 Life. This one is Frenzy Charge, Power Charge, T1 Life. Endurance Charge, Frenzy Charge, Power Charge, Endurance Charge, Frenzy Power, Endurance Charge, Cold Damage per Frenzy, Frenzy, T1 Life. 2 Endurance Charges, Frenzy Power Charge, T1 Multi, Endurance Charge, Frenzy Charge, Power Charge. We got a pretty good collection there. A couple hundred mirrors worth of rings. Fuck you. I've corrupted 4 of these so far, and they've gone -1 level, -1 level, minus quality, minus quality. Everybody hates Belton. Tomorrow I might want to try and synth that. You can't synthesize that as Crusader.
Ah, you can't. Right.
Retard.
Sorry.
It's a fucking retard. Crusader is actually really good though with recombinators to block mods automatically if you don't know how recombinators work. But recombinators can either have synthesis, or they can have fracture, or they can have conqueror, but they can't have the other ones. And recombinators have to remove. They can only remove a maximum amount of mods based on and they can only like transfer a total amount of mods. So like the best way to transfer like Frenzy and Power Charge, for example, to a synthesis ring that has Frenzy and Power Charge on them is to that has a frenzy synthesis or a power charge synthesis is to get a geodesic ring, which has four prefixes and two suffixes, right? And then you put frenzy and power charge on that, and then you also put two crusader mods on, and so it can only remove two mods when you recombinate them. So then if it picks the synthesis ring, it can't pick the conqueror mods, and since it can only remove two of them, it means it guarantees the frenzy and the power charge move over to the synthesis ring.
Okay.
All vivid go to Belton, yeah. But despite that, though, the average rate of return is hourly 17.9 divines per hour in pure profit just from the regular beast for the party members. And then you'll also get the regular beast plus like whatever drops in maps and blah blah blah. So it's probably somewhere between 20 and 25 divines an hour. But it also helps me collect data, which everyone will benefit from. On a midnight train to Georgia. I was happy to craft additional curse elevated attack, crit armor with chaos res. I think I almost have that entire. What you just listed, I pretty much have as its synthesis on a chest. On this one right here, I have it 1% attack crit, power charge on crit, frenzy charge on hit. Yeah. You know what always confuses me though? How the bestiary works. Hey, that's dope. How the bestiary works when leagues merge. I feel like I always lose everything that happens from that. So make sure I take everything out. Where's your stash? Where's your stash? Yes, that's what both means. Fuck. Including divine trap lord. Oh, sorry, but I'm playing discharge. What else, baby? What else? Because we gig Chad for life. I heard about this thing called the meta. I looked at it and I was like, nah, not for me. Shitty builds? Yeah. Let's get it. Belton, this build looks really good. Can I get a POV for it? Sure. Do you have 30 mirrors? No, then you can't play it. Perfect. See, low key, big brain, like 5 head thoughts, right? You play a build that's cheap and accessible to everyone. You gotta help them with it. If you say, hey, the minimum entry for this build is 20 mirrors, well, guess who doesn't get any questions? Smart. Is there a specific way? Yes. Oh, sorry. Do you mean farm the memories themselves, or like actually when you're running them? There's a specific way to run them that's best. There's not a specific way to farm the memory in of itself, like this item. To farm the beasts within the memory, yeah. Here's the best way to do it. Yeah, no. There's no way to target farm memories, as far as I know. That being said, I'm certainly not the best person to ask about farming things. Yeah, I saw discharge is OP and saw the word Ralakesh, and I'm not reading the rest of your sentence. The Ralakesh crowd are the same people that think Cast on Death is the best version of Discharge crowd. It pains me. It literally physically pains me. That being said, it's definitely good. It's more accessible, but at this stage where it's at now, you should be using Dark Ray Vectors. There's lots of ways, like pretty much every version. Also, Badge of the Brotherhood should never be used on Discharge. It's a completely trash item that is used by people that don't know what they're doing. Pretty much every way that people get around Discharge is ways to get their maximum amount of charges up, right? Or a way to generate charges. These are both things that can be done naturally without any of the opportunity costs, but they're very expensive, right? So like Badge of the Brotherhood, for example, it gives you the same amount of frenzy charges as you have power charges, right? However, you can use a way better amulet like Ashes that gives you 100% chance to not consume charges, which means you can infinitely discharge, but you just have to be able to get frenzy charges on your ring, your gloves, and your boots. And if you do that, you'll actually have the same amount of frenzy charges as you did power, meaning Badge never actually did anything. It's just that that's going to cost you 10 times as much. Because discharge scales off of jewels, gems, flasks, points, and basically your corruptions, right? And synthesis. These are some of the most expensive things in the game to get, right? Like to get a +1 endurance here, +1 frenzy here, frenzy power here, power charge here, plus all of the original. I actually have more frenzy charges than I have power charges. So not only does it make it, you know what I mean? Because you can get a frenzy charge on the Dark Ray Vectors naturally, then you can get 2 of them here. That's 3. 1 here. That's 4, 5. Plus you get 3 on the tree. That's 8. The 3 natural. That's 11. And then if you're playing Assassin, you get 2 more from. And the reason why you can get more of them now is because they changed. They changed Swift Killer to give 2 frenzy charges instead of a power and a frenzy. So, yeah. What other games am I into? PoE. That's it. I'm a loyalist. I played PoE every league from the first day to the last day. And when people play other games, I make them Discord channels called Diablo 4 Traders. Just let them know where I stand. I will go down with this ship. But no, on a serious note though, back in the day I played WoW. I was like at the highest I ever got with that. I was a gladiator in PvP, and I was top 9 parsing Affliction Warlock at rating. I was number 1 Greater Rift Barbarian in Diablo 3 several times, as well pushing the Paragon ladder, top 5 on at least a dozen occasions, and I was a top 20 legend in Hearthstone pretty much every league. And then I played PoE, and I never played another game again. I've never played a game aside from PoE since I started playing PoE. But it surprises people to know that I actually used to be like on the racing competitive side of other games because of how I play PoE now. But like even in PoE, when I first started playing, I actually used to win demigods occasionally. I think I still have one in my remove only. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, right here. Parandus. My Parandus demigods. How long have I been playing for? 10 years and 4 or 5 days. I had my 10-year anniversary earlier. Like earlier this week. Last week, I think. This many leagues. Look how many 40 out of 40s I have. Look at that, baby. Also, I was gone for 3 years in the military between Legacy League and Heist. So I missed 7 leagues, which was Harvest, Synthesis, Bestiary, Metamorph. Yeah, I don't know. I was tired of people telling me I didn't know what I was doing and that I only sit in my hideout. So I moved it so that all of my level 100, when you look at my profile now, on my profile on my PoE, it shows all the level 100 characters I have, and then all of the leagues I have 40 out of 40 in. And I'm like, all right, tell me I don't play the game anymore. Because it's like, sure, I spend most of my time crafting and making money, but it doesn't mean I don't do the other shit. Like, I got 40 out of 40 in Calandra League. I played Calandra League till the very last second. I had 2 level 100s in Calandra League. Got the league first fucking Hate Forge. I own 60% of all +4 amulets ever made. I went hard. There's certain items that are valuable for like collect because they're collector items. Like I have relic Calm's hearts and alt arts and stuff like that that would fall into that category. And then there's some that are valuable because they're no longer obtainable, and some that are valuable because they're no longer obtainable and they're also very strong, like original surgeon's flasks. Like there are magic flasks in standard that are a mirror each, 500 divines each. Like original surgeons, the way that it works now, surgeons is like a 20% chance for you to gain a single flask charge with an internal cooldown. Original surgeons was every time you crit and it did not have a proc multiplier or a proc coefficient. So like say Blade Vortex, right? It also Blade Vortex itself when it was released did also not have a proc coefficient. So right now when you have 10 stacks of Blade Vortex, it hits 7.5 times a second. When it first came out, it just every time a blade would hit, a single blade, that counted as a hit. And so original surgeons was you gain a flash charge on crit. So Blade Vortex, which would spin around like this, say you're actually hitting like 30 times a second, it would generate 30 flash charges. So you could get infinite charges without having to have like something like Mage Blood, right? And so this is obviously why they nerfed it. Plus the values were a lot higher. So you had granite flasks that had 100% increased armor with legacy surgeons, or quicksilver flasks that have 30% move speed, diamond flasks that had 80% crit, evasion flasks that had 100% evasion. All that shit. Some of those are worth like that's a situation where it wasn't rare, but it's just so strong, and the amount of people over time that have like stopped playing, so that there's less and less of them, has obviously increased. But I will go down with this ship. Do I have items that I'm proud of? Yes, I was just showing off from Discord. My ring I have the most expensive and complete ring collection in PoE. Charge ring collection. I'll link it to you guys. And I will go down with this ship. Yeah, it's okay. I got you. I'll link it to you in Twitch or whatever the fucking YouTube. It's in a private channel on Discord. Anyway. What's a league starter I recommend? I'm not a good person to ask that. First of all, I don't really give a shit about league start. I think it's overhyped. Secondly, I'm very slow. Third of all, if you're a new player, I'm so far removed from looking at the game through the same lens that a new player does. It would be disingenuous for me to try and advise you, because regardless of what I do, I'm going to be looking. I'll be giving advice through the way that I perceive the game, and a new person, the way that they experience the game, is like almost a direct contradiction to that. It's been far too long that I've been in that position that I can truly empathize with what that position's like in terms of accessibility or understanding mechanics or understanding the market or blah blah blah. I'm just not a good person to ask. But also, there's a lot like the content for PoE in general that's created is targeted towards newer players for the most part. Oh, you're not a new player. Then why do you need fucking help with a league starter? I swear to God, what's your league starter is like the. Anyways, here's Wonderwall of PoE. So, anyways, here's Wonderwall. So, anyways, what's your league starter? Why won't chat open? Chat. Hope you had fun with it. Good, dude. So, anyways, here's Wonderwall. Okay, take fucking. Why can't I type in chat? Let me link you the goddamn fuck. What is going on? Why am I getting trolled right now? None of these things are letting me link you this. This is actually ridiculous. This won't load. I used to love Oasis. Then I had gender reassignment surgery. Okay, come on. My league starting preferences. I play Discharge every league. Come on. Come on. Come on. Dude. I think I'm legit banned from my own chat. So, I can't look, I can't write here out. This is gonna look like screen for a sec. But look, I pull up Streamlabs, say something, sign it. It says all messages will appear quickly. It blocks me from writing in here. I can't say something here. So then I press sign into chat, open web browser. What do you know? This won't load. I come to the fucking actual YouTube. It won't let me write in chat. Ugh. Dude. uh post link. Put link, I will copy it. What do you mean put link? Oh, like just on the screen? You just message me in game and I'll send it to you. It's not that it's hard. It's annoying getting asked it 65 times a day. And it's not on you, but like literally, starting like week 3, people will be like, "Bro, when did your league start?" That's like, "Man, we just started a new league, bro. How do you make money at the beginning of a league?" I'm like, "Bro, this is not a relevant question for like 2.5 months." Yeah, that's cool, man. I just want to prep for next league. It's like every day. Now I'm not actually mad about it. I just like joke about it now, which is why I was making that silly analogy. But it's crazy to me how much people focus on that. Yeah. Uh, as if it's the be all end all to their success. It has much less impact. Can somebody just message me in the goddamn game? Fuck. Okay, here it is. Hopefully, one to use from Guild. You can link that. I'm going for a cigarette. On a midnight train to Georgia. Oh, fuck. I went to the convenience store before this. And I bought a few Coke Zeros. Gave her essentials. And I wanted them to cool faster. So I put them in the freezer. I also bought a pack of gum because I grind my teeth. And I forgot to take the pack of gum out of the freezer. And I just bit into it. Oh, goodbye, teeth. Been nice having you. Oh, what's traps? Oh, traps. Yeah, come. I'll message you. Look at that. Manners, where'd you go?
Yeah, second.
He's gay. Come. Anyone want to join? Bot X, let's go. Come farm the vultures with me.
The vultures.
Vivid vultures, aka vivid redditors.
aka Vivid Beltons.
Am I doing it for? It's not for currency. It's so I can craft. I want to finish this one. Dex, power charge, spell damage, power charge, determination, aura effect, onslaught on hit. This one's finished. 61 or 521. Sorry, T1 crit multi, power charge, onslaught on hit. Dex, int, ally weakness on hit. Frenzy charge, power charge, spell damage per power charge. I've got an onslaught on hit one here with the Guetzo autos. Yes. Got the 7% dex with life here. A couple mirror items I finished here. This is the best elemental bow in the history of the game. 1700 EDPS plus 3 arrow, which is now legacy. 14% double damage. And this quiver is going to be fucking mental now because it's got the cold damage per frenzy plus 1 arrow, which is again going legacy. 61. I can change this prefixes to frenzy per cold scaling as well with that new the new bow, unique bow. This means that cold damage per frenzy scaling that you can put onto the quiver, right? That means that you can globally change your an upwardly scale because it does 300 or 225% increase modifier effect for your quiver, right? So you're getting a global multiplier of 225%, which is times 3.25, right? So if you have cold damage per frenzy and you get that here as well as on the prefix, you can also put that on 2 rings, right? And then that would give you like 17 to 68 cold damage per frenzy charge, which then gets multiplied by 3.25, which means that you can then add frenzy charges again, which are not coming from the quiver. You can get 2 frenzy charges here, you can get 2 here, you can get 1 here, you can get 3 from your tree, 2 from Swift Killer, and then you can get then you're going to have 14 frenzy charges, which are then scaling 17 to 68 frenzy charge, which are then getting multiplied by 2.25. Yeah. Goodbye, beggar. It's been nice. Hope you die on the streets with lice. Wiggle, wiggle. Won't you wobble, wobble? Why don't you shake it, shake it? Oh, that's you. They need 3 more guys. Party members get to keep everything except for the vultures. Oh, good. We got 4 people now. Oh, bedtime for you. Fucking casual. Need 1 more. Does anyone else have chaos on the Manager? Do you have chaos on you?
What?
Do you have chaos on you?
If I?
I have chaos.
Yeah.
I just gotta give it. I gotta give some to.
You need for bestiary orbs?
Yeah. Well, Borling needs them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have. How many you need? 50? 100?
He said he needs 210, and I gave him 50. I give him another 100 right now.
Yeah, and I have 100. Coming.
So yeah, I gave him 150, so he needs 60 more.
60 more?
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah. Play standard, true. I could actually Do you have a divine worth of chaos you can buy with it?
I'm down to 150 chaos and 100 bestiary orbs extra.
Okay. Can I get 50 of those? You sure?
Yeah, sure.
You guys don't need that many, right? Because you only get one every two. I have to bottle 9 beasts every time. Only 27. You is top? Yeah. I always get confused by how they work on merger the beast. I feel like I never keep the beast I have.
Instead of bottle every beast, I run all of them while I was waiting for random unique stuff.
Oh yeah.
Just to waste the shit at once.
I can see this guy Pecorino has been fucking or Picaroni. He's been fucking uh price fixing memories for like 2 months now.
Yeah. I tried to buy from him yesterday.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's funny though how quickly we were able. We got 31 memories in like 10 minutes by splitting.
Would be nice if you can harvest reroll your memories.
Mm.
I have so many shitty memories lying around.
Huh. We'll go with 5 people if we don't fill by 6. Because it'll be interesting to track that too. One less person, how that impacts the. Manners, Beaver. Messi is number 3. Beaver, Manners. Hey, Belton, what's up, man? Thanks for the peeking likes. Greatly appreciate the long form, too. Cheers, man. Thank you for saying that. Glad it's helpful. Oh, glad it's been helpful. What just happened? Oh, shit, too. Oh, his gate's here. Okay. Oh, perfect. We got the last one.
In about 3 hours, I need to take a smaller break.
Yeah, no problem. Kaz, I'll put Kaz as the fifth guy. Okay, so I gotta change the names for this. Desi is number one. Manders is number two. Weaver is gay. And Kaz. Okay. Oops, shit, I gotta get rid of all my. You just type quickly, Manders, or is everyone in here? Is everyone in voice? I'm just bottling. I was just running a bunch of gems. I got a bottle up all of it.
Manners is here.
If Weaver has to go, you can just say it's fine. We'll run with 5 people. I have a second spreadsheet ready for 5-person rotas as well. Yeah, I've got 2 separate spreadsheets here. I'm gonna have to cover up chat. If we can do 40 total today, that'll give us an even 100, which I think is a very good benchmark. At least I go for. Yeah, wait, I'll trade you a flame dash. 1 sec. Okay, flame dash. All right. Pivot Abarak. One out of 2. Bad one. What do we have here? Turn up MTXs. Whatever the fuck that shit is. Who is that? Little green Sanctum Winter Blessing. Yeah, fucking Weaver, can you turn off all of your shiny glowing things? Okay, clear. Ooh, chaos photos. Right. Primal. Primal. 2 to 3. Primal, number 3. Done. Guys, make sure you're following me, not leading your own path or following Beast. Because the range. Nobody needs to do any damage or anything like that. We'll be able to one-shot everything, so keep together as a group. That's what everyone needs to do. I have like 100 of those for sale. I'm not blocking like I did anything wrong. I just don't want to get 55 VMs in one map. What we have up here? I think it's a Vivid Watcher. One out of, oh no, Tragic Watcher, cancel. Primal. 1 to 4. Vulture, 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 Vulture. Vulture check. I'll go down the list. Hold on, Whirling. It's a plus or a minus in chat, or 1 or a 0. Manners. It's Weaver. Yay. You. And Kaz. Or Russian. Your name says Kaz Liara. Are you in? Is he in chat? Oh. Wait, sorry. No, that's not. No. Give it a 4, by the way. Vivid Watcher. Three out of 4. Here we go. That's a Brambleback. Oh, or sorry, that's a Wild Bristle Matron. 4 out of 4 clear. Jesse got how many? Whirling got 3. Manners got Manners. You paying attention? 1.
Yeah, one.
You have to go second. I need you guys to report in the right order because that way I can just read the number and then enter it as like a 5-digit code into that instead of having to look through and see who's who. Weaver is 3. Is gay is 2. Russian guy. Is he in here? Always a little bit slow at first, boys. Once everyone gets in the rhythm of it, these take 3 minutes each, sometimes less. Why would you say I'm done for the night the second I open it and not in the preceding 5 minutes? Come do this. Why would you not? Then why sit in the fucking party? Fuck. Just take 3 minutes to do. Just do this last one. If you're gonna leave, leave in between the maps, not the second I open it. I have to switch all the data set over the second it corrupts the data if there's no 6 people. I have 2 different spreadsheets. Watcher. Primal. Clear. That's okay. So that's the first map, guys. Is the Russian guy in here? No, he didn't listen. Okay. Awesome. Ugh. One out of 3. Ramble back. Two out of 3. Primal crush call. With Vabarak. Oh, nope, not Vivid Vabarak. Cancel. Oh, thanks. Yeah. That's Wild Hellion Alpha. Clear. Vivid Watcher. I can't even tell what the fuck. There's too many graphic effects going on. If anyone has Herald device on, can you turn that off? Because it makes it the shadows are. It's really hard to tell what's going on. People were crashing from them the other day too. Or it might have been MTX related either way. A problem for me that losing people mid map. These are all white tier 1s to 3s, so damage is not going to be an issue. Nor is our defensive. Wild Hellion. 2 to 4. If anybody at YouTube wants to join, my in-game name is Discharge Goat. Discharge spelled as it normally is, Goat. Following that, no underscores or anything. This is a Vivid Abrac, 3 to 4. Well, here, guys, there's a bunch of them here. I believe that's a Ferric Links, actually. Yep, Ferric Links Alpha. That's not a Harvest Beast, but it's a good one. Bristle Matron, 4 to 4. Wait for capture, wait for capture. Why does this take so long to kill? Stop. If you, by the way, guys, if you stun lock or freeze, don't attack it when it's at 0 life. Otherwise, Einhar won't. It needs to there needs to be a break in between, or Einhar won't. Whatever. Zero beast, zero beast. Okay, 0 for Sanctum. Manner is guy. There's 1. Weaver is 0. Guys, report in order, please. This guy is 3. As is 1. Okay, I'm gonna have to switch over to the 5-person data set now. Let's see if anyone on YouTube wanted to join. Yo, sup, Juice Group. What's going on, guys? Okay, doesn't look like anyone wants to join. Primal. One out of two. Crystal Matron. It'll be 2 out of 2. Wait for capture before exiting. I'll call it. Call it. Exit. Wait. Yep. All right. Everyone's there. Okay, coming back down this way, guys. Sorry. Clear out this first little tile set. Okay, there's number 1. Brambleback, 1 out of 3. Vivid Watcher. Might be a Krajic Watcher, actually. Let me double check. Yeah, the Krajic Watcher canceled. That's a Brambleback, 2 out of 3. That might actually be a Krajic Chimera. Nope. Vulture, 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 Vulture. Vulture check. No, 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 no. You didn't listen to what I said. Who is that? Pick those up. Next. Crystal Matron. Whoa. Vulture, oh no, that's a Watcher, sorry. Gotcha. 2 out of 4. What is that? Oh. Primal, 3 out of 4. Crystal Matron. Might also be a Brambleback. It's hard to tell. It's the same graphic. One's just bigger. Crystal Matron, clear. Hold on is 2. Manners is 4. Each gate is 1. Vaults is 2. Okay. I'm going to remove you soon because you dropped 2 on the map. Okay. Fuck, how are people just fucking. Holy shit. Fuck this circle, dude. It always takes a little bit for people to understand.
Yeah, it's no problem.
Oh my, what does that mean? I can't find Discord. I don't think he speaks English. Don't bother him with that. Also, he's Russian. Blow up might be a trigger. There was a Ukraine. There was a guy who was like in Ukraine, like forced to stay in Ukraine here yesterday. I wonder what that would be like having a Ukrainian and a Russian in the Discord together. Whatever. Can't be bothered. I'll just make sure he gives me the correct data at the end. Fucks up otherwise. Brambleback, 1 out of 2. Oh, sorry, that was a matron. 1 out of 2 still. That's a vivid Abarak. 2 out of 2, clear. Can't tell what base that is, so kill it. Crystal Matron, 1 out of 3. Crash, that was a Brambleback, so 1 out of 3. I believe that's a Hellion Alpha. Again, hard to tell. Too much graphic stuff going on. Yeah, Hellion Alpha, 2 out of 3. Primal, that'll be 3 out of 3. Wait for capture. Clear. Vivid Watcher, 1 out of 4. Primal Crush Claw, 2 out of 4. Vivid Watcher, 3 out of 4. Primal, clear. 4 out of 4. That was a quick one. Okay. The data Desi is 3. Manners is 0. Voltsu is 2. Is gay is 3. Has is 2. Total vultures equals 0. Okay, cool. Great. Rejects. Jesse, always follow me. Don't go first. That's not like a power trip thing. That's just like when we go into ones that have different directionals. If somebody follows a red beast instead of following my name on the thing, it's quite easy to get people separated outside of range. I know that I'm going to be moving a lot faster. Like Isgay right now. Wait up for Isgay. Way behind. I won't attack because my there's nothing that'll attack on my end unless it triggers, so I can wait for the beast if I'm too far ahead. Bristle Matron. 1 or 2. That could be a vivid aberrant for itself. Or Purchik. Purchik's actually jump at you. No, I haven't got a single Chimera this entire time. I've run 75 memories, so 225 beast maps. Go primal. I think let's do the tile layout. If anyone has any extra beast orbs on them, I only have 6 left. I'll just drop them in the map and give them. Yeah, thanks. He mobs the boy Desi. Actually, does somebody have portal scrolls too? Yeah.
Yeah. Dropping.
Thank
Portal
you.
scroll 40.
Thank you. Thank you. If the person who's messaging me is from chat, the group's full right now. Somebody was asking if they could join. Next time someone leaves, I'll invite you. While you're waiting to come, make sure you're familiar with what's going on, so I don't have to explain it with each new person. In fact, I actually wrote down all of like what we're doing into a document. I'll link that in chat in between this memory and the next one, so you can familiarize yourself with that. That's a bristle matron 1 out of 3. There's another bristle matron 2 out of 3. That might also be a Bravoback. Indistinguishable. Nope, matron. Primal Crush Claw. We haven't had a vulture in fucking forever. Clear. Matron. Too much shit now to tell. Just kill it all. Brambleback. Correction.
Oh, thank the fucker.
Mood Watcher, 2 to 4. Primal Crush Claw, 3 to 4. Hellion Alpha, 4 to 4. Clear. Portal up. Rule my Vulture's a 0. Wow, three in a row without a Vulture. Okay, Desi is a 1. Taz is a 1. Manners 1. Vulture 1. Is gay. 1. Well, 1 across the board. Starting to get a little bit faster. That was good. Next level of like expedience would be if you guys can remember to say it in order. You guys can report in this order. It's how I have you written down. Hold on. Manners. Valtu. Is gay. Russian. Damn, bro. Hit me without 80 chaos. Primal 1. Yeah. Skip. Primal 2. Clear. Back. Sail. Long. Okay. We have now gone 9, 10 maps in a row. Go to Vivid Vulture. Interesting. Trying to use the Generation Z method right now. Complain and you shall receive. You know, yesterday in one, Izgay was here for it, so was Manners. In one memory, I got 11 Vivid Vultures. 5, like there were 5 in the memory. So 5 out of 9 beasts were vultures. So I got 5, obviously, because I captured each one. And then there were 6 captured by the group. 11 total. That was a, sorry, I put my rejects. That was a primal, I believe. Yeah, 1 out of 3. Vivid Watcher, 2 out of 3. Looking for captured. And the Bristle Matron, 3 out of 3. Wait for capture before exit. Might also be a Bramble back. Stop attacking it. Matron captured, clear. When you see it's at 0 life, guys, remember to stop attacking. Some people have freeze or stun lock, and Einhar won't. Needs to be able to phase for Einhar to capture it. If you keep attacking it and freezing it or whatever, just it'll sit there infinitely. Vivid Watcher, 2 out of, or 1 out of 4. Primal Crush or Primal whatever, 2 out of 4. Oh, Scratch, that wasn't a Primal. It's the same one. Bristle Matron, 2 out of 4. Vivid Watcher, 3 out of 4. Vulture, 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 Vulture! Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up! Not acceptable. Hurry up. Way too far back. Clear. Wait. Vulture check. Zero, 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 zero. Clear. Exit. Jesse reporting to.
Second time in a row, 0 for me.
Two, zero, two, three, one. Two. See, this is why this saves me a ton of time. 2, 0, 2, 3, 1 equals. Now I don't have to tab out at all. Equals distribution 1, 0 on vultures, and we're good. Thanks, guys. That makes like more difference than anything else, almost. Having that reported in the correct order. Let me just make sure it was. Good. Make sure when I start screaming vulture, you are not 5 screens back. But is more than anything. Oh, the worst thing would probably be to go and kill a vulture before I enter the map, but that's a close second. Don't need anyone to do damage, don't need any defenses. Just be in range. Vulture! 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 Vulture check. Report.
Ah.
Bottle drop. Well, two. He's gay. Russian. Order. Hope that is. No, it's not. Abarak. Clear. Abarak. There should be two Abaraks. Can't really tell. Double Abarak. 2 out of 3. And here we go. That'll be 3 out of 3. Wait for capture. Wait for capture. Clear. Exit. That was a quick one. We just got a Fenimal Plague Directed for everyone. Not a beast, not a harvest beast, but Fenimal Plague Directed is the split beast. A good one. Just an FYI, you might want to bottle that. It's Primal, 1 to 4. Primal right here again, 2 and 4. Scratch that, wasn't a Primal. I think that's Ferric Lynx, yeah, or Ferric Wolf Alpha. That's another one you probably want to bottle that's prefixed to suffix. It is definitely Primal, 2 out of 4. This is a Wild Hellion Alpha, 3 out of 4. Now upwards at the boss, being the last one. It is another Primal Scholar, 4 out of 4. Wait for capture before exiting. Good, exit. In order, please, whenever you're ready. Can someone trade me or sell me? I have no more Chaos Orbs. Can someone sell me some? Okay, on that one we got 2 Vultures, a split of 1 and 1. Cute. And my 5-digit code 12311. Thank you. 12311. Sum average. Total average distribution. Vulture distribution. Okay, good. Thanks, guys. That was quick. Getting in the rhythm. See what I'm talking about, boys? Get that rhythm going. Feeling sweet, baby. I need more orbs. Okay. The most you're really gonna need. Can someone give them to him? Because I need 10 of them each map, and you guys probably usually need 2 or 3. You're gonna give me like 5 of them, I guess. I have like 800 divines on me, but 0 chaos. I'll put up a buy order for. Oh, actually, no, I have 50 chaos. Sorry, 1 sec. I'll get some more. Oh! I almost just dropped my mirror weapon. Oh. Yeah, for anyone that's watching on YouTube that might come in the future, please have chaos orbs, or beast orbs ready. Oh, that's not a good one. Good one. I think the premise is there. Vivid Watcher, 1 out of 2. Wild Hellion Alpha, 2 out of 2. Clear. Wild Bristle Matron, 1 out of 3. That could be a Vivid Abra. Wait till it's captured. Check. Oh. Primal, 2 out of 3. Primal, 3 out of 3. Captured, exit.